And we are live. Oh my gosh, we're live on the streaming box now, not on Rohas Reviews. What's going on here? We were actually going to do this last week, and man, so of course, Next Level had to have a baby. So congratulations. What's up, Next Level? How you doing, man?
Hey man. So just to clear it up, I personally didn't have a baby. My brother actually had a baby. So for the first time, I'm actually an uncle. Well, I mean, I have my in-laws, but not in-laws, but whatever. Like my ex-wife has nieces, so I guess I'm technically an uncle. But this is the first time I'm really an uncle. It's really exciting. I was hinting that I was busy with personal stuff all last week, so that's what it was. I was with family dealing with that. It was really interesting time to have a baby during the whole pandemic. So a lot of social distancing, a lot of not actually seeing the baby, but a lot of, everything turned out really well. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, for sure. And Troop, how are you doing today, dude? How's your week coming along?
So far I'm on a 4 weekend off. Today was my last day. Yes.
Nice. That's awesome. So today's topic, I'll let Next Level think about the question for the show. And today's topic is 4K Fire Stick versus the BuzzTV stick or vidstick versus the Tivo 4K streaming thing, imagigger, versus the NVidia Shield TV stick thing. Which one's the best? I know you guys are constantly saying which one is the best, and with all these videos that we do with, hey, here's this device, here's this device, here's this device, what's the best? So Next Level, did you come up with a question?
Well, I really think it's like to dongle or not to dongle, because with some of these prices, you're getting very close to the actual price of an actual box. So do you want to go with a compact device? And what would that compact device need to have for you?
Okay. So everybody in the chat, question is, say it one more time.
To dongle or not to dongle? Because some of these are dongles, some of them are sticks. I mean, you got the 4K Fire Stick, the Tivo, and the vidstick, and the NVIDIA Shield. The NVIDIA Shield is kind of meant not really to be on your entertainment unit like a typical device is. It's kind of meant to be tucked away. The 4K Fire Stick, the Tivo, and the vidstick all plug right into your HDMI port. So if you were to go with one of these devices, they're made to be a compact device. What is something that you're typically looking for in a compact device?
There you go. So what are you looking for the compact device is the question. Now, I know because this is the smaller channel, I'm not expecting to have 100 views. So what I'm going to ask everybody to do as we're here watching is go to whatever group you're at, whatever Telegram group, Facebook group, Twitter group, TikTok group, I don't know, whatever is out there. Grab the link, share it, and say, get in here. It's about to go down. So hopefully a lot of people get to watch this. Hopefully they'll be able to watch it later. There's going to be a lot of information. We'll try to put it in chapters. So if you're watching this later, you'll see exactly where we're at during the conversation. So today I am going to be doing the giveaway for the members on the Rohas Reviews channel. I am going to be doing it today. And I will do all that stuff at the end. So really, really appreciate it. Mibson says, well, no Tivo for Canadians. So boo. Firestick always works great, and ain't that the truth? So, yeah, I know there's all kinds of I don't know why Canada always has restrictions on stuff, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show you guys here. We are going to show you guys here. There it is. So this is how the Fire Stick looks like. You have your interface at the top. It kind of has like a little banner. Sometimes they have actually all the time they have some kind of advertisement. and then it scrolls through like TV shows or movies. They kind of really rope you in on get Prime because everything is here. This is built for Prime. And then, of course, with your recent, you have all your tabs at the top. All your apps and channels will be the bottom, and then there's all the different tabs. So it's pretty, I guess, very Prime. It's catered to Prime. With your Tivo, now this is how your Tivo looks like. A lot of people say like, this looks just like the Shield, and of course because it's running Android OS. So the biggest difference between this and the Shield is they have that Tivo stream. At the top, you'll see where it says apps and then it says Tivo stream and I think Netflix. Those two things you cannot take off the homepage unless you disable them. If you disable those two, then they fall off. Then you can do whatever you want. Only problem is if you disable those two, you disable a couple things too, a couple extra things. But the basics is the TV Tivo. I always call it TV. Tivo 4K stream is on that one app. They have it built in for that, and they have some cool shortcuts from when I was messing with. They have some really, really cool shortcuts. Now, the other thing, I guess the biggest thing on the Tivo is the background. They have that little TV with the ears, bunny ears at the back. Right? That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna we'll leave the Shield for last. So here is the Buzz. Buzz has different home screens. Right now, the current one, when you first download it, it's very simple. You got your live stuff at the top that you could sync your services. And then after that, you get your apps. You could add shortcuts. And then you have your settings and stuff like that. Very simple, very easy. And then, of course, the last one's going to be the Shield, where it looks just like the Tivo. So for you, Next Level, what do you like out of the 4? What is your favorite interface out of the 4?
Oh man. Okay, so
and why?
I could talk about each one of them, but I think just because of how often I use it, I like the Amazon interface. Obviously, it has a lot of bloat to it as well. And I also like the simplicity of the BuzzTV interface. It's very simple. It's very clean. To me, it's like it has a dark theme on it, right? Like when I do all my Android apps and everything, I put the dark theme on. So I like how it has that nice theme. The picture-in-picture is really nice with the BuzzTV interface. It has a couple things. It's really geared towards, the streaming experience. So I really like those interfaces. Nothing against the Android TV interface. I actually do find that the NVIDIA Shield interface to me looks a little cleaner than the Tivo interface. Even though they're running the same Android TV, to me the Shield does look a little bit cleaner. So to me it comes down to, I guess ease of use and how clean the interface is. But unfortunately, I just really like the Amazon devices, and I think they've done a really good job of baking in advertisements where they don't actually feel like advertisements on their platform, and that's kind of a way they keep down their pricing on their device. So, but I mean, if I had to pick one, just out of visual appeal, it would probably be the BuzzTV stick.
Yeah, I have a Shield. I got all the devices. I'm stumbling with my words. I got all the devices except for the Tivo, which you're going to be getting that one pretty soon, Next Level. But I did have all 4 of them all at one time, and I will say this: when I put the Tivo on, I was like, wow, this is cool. The remote is very cool. The feel of this is very cool. Everything about the Tivo was very cool until I dove into the specs. And there was a couple downsiders, but we'll get to that in a second. My favorite, and I have to agree with you, is the Buzz TV. And it's just because of how simple it is, how everything is just there. I do like how the when it's running Android 9, the operating system of Android 9, the Tivo and the Shield, how you could customize the stuff and you could put everything in there. Problem with that is if you have certain apps like, let's say, Zion, and you're like, hey, I want to put my collection on there. You can't. You could only put up there on what's next. But what if you don't want to see what's next? it's very limited to when it comes to what you can customize. So for me, I wish with that operating system of Android, if they're using OS Android as the interface, I wish I could say, hey, I want to use this app and I want to use this category from that app or this setting from that app. Then maybe my mind will be changed a little bit. As far as Amazon, everything is just Amazon all over the place. Everything's Prime. So for me, I have Prime, so it's cool that it's like, hey, here it is. I can get Prime and I can see everything. But again, it's Prime, holy primamole. Troop. So we all know how much you love the Shield. We know how much you love the Shield, and it seems like we're always bashing on the Shield every show, but I don't think it's bashing on the Shield. I think it's more of we're always trying to compare it to the Shield because the Shield has very high standards. So for you, out of all the different interfaces, because you've seen them all, which one is your favorite and why?
I'm just a Shield person, green team all the way, you know. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I already tried a whole bunch of different boxes and nothing.
Why do you like it though? Why do you like what's so special about the Shield interface that you like over all of them though?
One click, 1, 2, 3, and get into your apps real quick, you know, with no problems, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Other than that, nothing like it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm cool with that. So. Okay, so here we go. We are going to get into some of the specs on this thing. So this show, I'm hoping it's not going to be too long, but as we know, sometimes it gets a little bit too long. But we'll see. We'll try to keep it under an hour for sure. We are going to be doing the giveaway again towards the end, so just wanted to make sure some of you guys are commenting. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm following what you guys are posting. So what Trooper Mike says, Troop likes to cheat on bowling on his Shield. Put in says don't have a Shield. What's that?
I get strikes. 10, all 10 strikes.
All 10. Bittersweet. He says hello. What's up? Hello, Storm. Put in. I know I saw Cross early. Anonymous watching. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. Carl D. What's up? Aaron Frazier. Jose Blinds-eyed. What do you guys think? Everybody in the chat, just post what is your favorite interface? I know we have a favorite device, but even though we might have a favorite device, what is your favorite interface? It'll be really interesting to see what it is that you guys are thinking of.
Keep in mind, it's very specific. We're just talking about interface. We're not asking you what's the fastest. We're not asking you, what has the best Wi-Fi, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Curb appeal, window shopping. What do you like?
Yeah, it could be something simple. Like, here's the Buzz box. Do you like the box for Buzz, or do you like the Buzz for the Shield box? Just a box. Nothing about the specs. So, okay. So some people, okay. So I'm seeing interface, the Shield interface, of course. It is. I do like that Android. The only thing that my gripe is that sometimes I cannot customize those settings, so that's my only thing. Okay, we're gonna dive into something that we normally don't do, and of course I hate comparing device to device to device. This is the channel that we're gonna start doing that on. You're gonna hear my honest opinion about stuff. What do I actually really think about something, and would I actually buy this or would I not? So I know me and Next Level sometimes behind the scenes, he'll ask me, but would you buy it?
Right.
With your money.
I asked him that today.
Do you want to tell him what you asked me for all what we were talking about?
Not unless you're going to send it to me.
No. I'll see if I can fly it there.
You can fly it there and drop me off a Tivo at the same time. Yeah, he was playing with that fancy drone. I don't know if you guys seen that on one of our live streams. He got that really nice DJI drone. Wait, that wasn't it. You were showing me the gimbal. It was the gimbal. It wasn't the drone.
Oh, it was the gimbal that we were saying. I'm not going to pull that up. But it was the gimbal. I have this giant gimbal Video's coming soon, September, sadly. I thought it was going to be August at least, but September. And he said, we were looking at prices. How much was it Canadian?
It was sold by a third-party reseller on Amazon, so it wasn't like a real price, but it was over 1,100. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's like 500 US. But he asked me, would you actually buy that with your own money? And I said, hells yeah, I would. I really would. And after I showed him the video and I showed him why, he was like, oh, I got it. He's like, okay, I got it. So check this out. This is, again, something that I don't do because there's I don't know what the right word is. I don't want to convince you on a box because I say it is and then you hate it later. I want to show you everything there is about these devices and you make the decision. Some people will say Ghostware is great because it's just plug and play. Some people will say Shield is the best because it has the power. Some people will say Amazon Firestick is the best because I got Prime and Prime Day all day, baby. That's all it is. So, okay. And some people like formulas. Some people are like, dude, formulas are beast modes.
And some people like my boxes still. I don't know why, but
some people like Roku's. I'm not even going to get into that topic with the Roku. I'm sorry, guys. If you got a Roku, press 1.
And then leave.
And then might have to upgrade your life. I got some stuff coming. But check this out. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Battle of the Sticks. Here we have a 4K Fire Stick. Right there. 4K Fire Stick at $49.99. We got the Tivo 4K for $69.99.
That's the regular price. It's on sale still, I think, right?
It's on sale still right now, whenever you're watching this, for $49.99. But the regular price is $69.99. That sale is going away soon. Now, the BuzzTV vidstick is also $69.99. Now, keep in mind, if you do use an affiliate of somebody's, you can get like 10%. It's a small percentage, but you can get something. And then you got the NVidia Shield TV, which is the stick, at $149. Okay, let me say that one more time. $149 USD dollars. Okay. So now that we've said that, we're going to start here from the bottom of the list. OS. What are we looking at when it comes to operating system? Every single one of these runs Android 9 except for the Fire Stick, Android 7. Now, if you're listening to this in the chat, if you think the Android version of your device is important, click 1. Hit 1 in the chat. If you think it's not important, click 2. As long as it's 7 and up. 7 up, heads up. Now check this out. We're gonna dive into this one right now. Does operating system lives matter? Next level. Why? I know you and me have talked we've talked about this. We're getting some mixed reactions. That one, we're getting 1s and 2s. So 1 matters, 2 doesn't matter. So okay. What is the difference? I want to ask Mark because next level, because he knows a lot about this stuff, and him and me go back and forth about what you actually get between 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I'm going to throw a curveball to him, and let's see what he does. What is the difference between Android 6 and Android 7? Either streaming devices or cell phones.
There's not much difference when you look at operating systems between, 6 to 7. It's when you go from 7 to 8. That's where you see the main difference.
And why is that?
The main difference, well, I mean, the real difference for us on our end is just allowing apps from unknown sources. The biggest change for streaming devices is that you have to allow each application to install its own unknown apps from unknown sources. Before Android 8, you could do it for everything. But after Android 7, when you jump into Android 8 now, you have to do it one by one. Everything else when it comes to Android operating systems and their updates, in my personal opinion, comes down to security and things that are really meant for mobile devices, right? Unless you're putting all of your information on your Android box, which I don't really know why you'd be putting like your actual credit card information and all that stuff into an Android box. I wouldn't be worried about operating systems themselves, to be honest. That's just my opinion.
Now, I know you and me have really been diving into beyond the streams when it comes to operating systems of 10 and 11. Does it matter? Does it matter right now in 2020 or 2021 even to say the Fire Stick should probably really invest into getting into Android 11 and stay? I know 11 right now is in beta. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Should they jump to 11, or should they say, you know what, we're just going to go to 9 and be as stable as possible? Because 9 is pretty stable right now. What do you think?
I don't see any reason for them to go past 7.1. It was a real big eye-opener for myself when I found out that all of the updates that was coming to all of the Fire TV devices had nothing to do with the actual Android operating system. All those updates is for the Fire TV version of their operating system. And that's usually things to tweak, their advertisements or maybe some of their functionalities of their overlay. But the baseline, the operating system, the Android 7.1 Nougat that is on the Fire Stick has never been updated, not once. And it still works perfectly. That's an operating system that came out 4 years ago.
Now, Woodrow, we got a comment here from one of the watchers. Woodrow says, I like advanced development options. Amazon is very limited. Now, does that matter when you start talking about, because since Amazon is very limited, now does that matter with the operating system when it comes to 8, 9, or 10?
Well, it would be Amazon that's limiting the operating system, right? Because they're using Android, not Android TV. So if you move over to something like the BuzzTV, the same options are there, but it's the actual Fire TV user interface that's limiting, and Amazon themselves that are blocking some of those options. So it depends on which way you look at it. It's not the actual operating system on the device. It's the companies and the blocks they put in place, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So really interesting. Now, the next thing on this list right here, Bluetooth. You guys decide on operating systems if this means anything for you guys. Bluetooth. Everybody's running 4+ except for the Fire Stick. They're the only ones just running 4. Now, I guess what is the real big difference between 4 and 4+? I'm guessing it just has to do with that little bit of power that you get. That sometimes it could be a major difference. I know when you're trying to connect a Bluetooth keyboard, a remote, a gaming controller. Sometimes one of the things I like to do is, I really do like to do this. I'll point my remote away from the device, and I'll point it away and see what it does. And I've noticed it sometimes when it's on Bluetooth, it don't pick it up. I gotta be like this, pointing right directly at it. So is there a real difference between 4 and 4+?
As far as I'm aware, the only difference that I know about is when you are in an environment that is heavily diluted with frequencies. That's where you're going to see a difference between 4 and 4.1 or any of the other later versions after 4. But for the most part, for myself, I use the Bluetooth with my my Fire device all the time, and works pretty well. So
Now, well, you know, I got a lot of frequencies in my house. I got a lot of stuff, so I could see why I could have some issues, just because I got too much stuff running in my house. Sometimes it could depend not only with the Bluetooth, but if, like, I know with Buzz it has the IR, sometimes it will disconnect and try to connect with the other one, and people are having issues. So it could just be one little tiny tweak that you do on the settings, and you're golden. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're looking at some of this stuff. So it's not much of a difference on the Bluetooth, but you do get that plus. Now, I kind of feel like I don't know what the word is. I guess I'll just say it. We're kind of shitting on the Fire Stick now. Ethernet. The 4K Fire Stick runs at 100 megabytes per second with an adapter. When we look at the Tivo, the BuzzTV stick, and the NVidia Shield, they all run at 1 gig with the adapter. So how important is it to really get that 1 gig? Because I know with 100 megabytes, if you're on the Fire Stick, 100 megabytes, and you're trying to watch a 4K Netflix movie, you're fine. Netflix. Let's just talk about just Netflix. If you're the type of user that you have a paid subscription, does it matter at that point to have the 1,000 gigs? Is it more flexing?
you know, it's a little bit of flexing, to be honest, right? Because we've talked about it in a lot of our live streams about the importance of good latencies, good pings, good jitters, because that's a lot more important than getting 600 megabytes a second versus 90, in my opinion, right? If you have a very good, consistent 90 megabytes a second with a very low latency, that's going to be a lot more important than if you're getting 200, 300, 400 megabytes a second in speed.
So you could say it's a definite flex. It's a definite.
I mean, right now in 2020, it's a definite flex. Maybe next year or the year after, when we can start to see some 8K streams, your future patting yourself for that. Your future compliant for those situations if they do come up in the next few years, right?
Right. Now, here is a very interesting question for you, because I know we've talked about latency, ping, the speeds that you actually get on the device, what you're actually paying for, all, like, there's just so many things that encompasses all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
8K is in conversations now. It's not a thing of the future. It's not like here comes the flying car finally. It's like, nope, 8Ks are here already. And when we talk about 4Ks, 4K TVs, they are very, what's the nicest way of saying it? They're very big files.
But let me throw a wrench into all this, right? A lot of us think that those Ethernet or those Ethernet or those LAN ports, we automatically think internet. But it doesn't have to be internet. What if we're shooting media files directly through our local internet, right? My phone is capable of recording 8K footage. Mm-hmm. What if I want to send that to my device? Will it need more bandwidth? Irregardless of what my internet speed is, that's a completely different speed.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, agree. And Juggernaut says here, he's another
tuber,
another YouTuber. Love the jugs. Juggernaut. Yes, it's a flex, but it's scaling for the future. Especially, I think, personally. What is recommended? Okay, here we go. What is the recommended speed for 4K? It's 60, isn't it? 60 megabytes?
I don't think. I think you can get away with it with less than 60. Let me just take a quick look here.
I think from what I've read that 60 megabytes is what's recommended. You could play it in 40 megabytes, but 60 is what's recommended.
So, some places will recommend as low as 25, but I think it also depends on what bit rate your files are encoded as, right? Because you could have 4K files as low as 20 gigs and as high as I've seen as high as 300 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes down to what is true 4K, what's not. You know what I mean? Yep. Are you getting Dolby Atmos sound with that? Or are you getting regular sound? Like what is incorporated in your bit rate? What is incorporated in your coding?
Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting. Very interesting when it comes to that speeds. I don't know if 8K means you need at least 100 megabytes. Maybe. If you're streaming 100 megabytes, I think 100 megabytes should be like the lowest standard that internet service should provide. Anything lower than that, it's like, why? There's too much happening in people's houses nowadays when it comes to home security, home automation, smart homes, streaming. There's too much happening. People's cell phones, it's always connected to the Wi-Fi.
On a consumer level, I would go so far to say that we're still in the era where our devices could get away with just 100 megabytes a second. The connection coming into your house, I don't believe should be 50 megabytes a second anymore. I believe the standard should be 100 plus. Mm-hmm. But the devices themselves, you can stream 8K files on 75 megabytes a second, 50 megabytes a second, 100 megabytes a second. You can do it. Like I said, it all depends on the size, the bit rate, the encoding, but you can get away with that, right?
Yeah.
Where it comes into a bottleneck is when you have multiple devices trying to stream off of a lower speed internet connection. That's where you'll find a bottleneck. Mm-hmm. But generally, 25 to 100 megabytes a second is going to stream as long as your latencies are good, no matter what you throw at it.
There it is. I was waiting for you to say that. There, I had to throw that fishing line. Get him. Bring him in. Mibson, get the bat. Get the chicken wings. Oh, he's looking for his chicken wings too.
I'm looking for food.
Okay. Blind's Eyed also made a very good point here. Can the human eye even see in true 8K? I mean, I can't, as my username says, Blind's Eyed. So there was another YouTuber that did an outstanding video about 4K and how fast our eyes take the information into our brain, and was saying he showed some stuff, and it was just great how your brain cannot process 4K, yet we have 4K. And I'll tell you this, when I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and you guys tell me in the chat, I'm going to ask this to the next level. Press 1 if this is true, or 2 if it hasn't happened to you ever. 1 if it's happened to you, 2 if it hasn't. Next level. Has it ever happened when you watch a movie? You watch the whole thing in its entirety, 4K. You're at the movie theater. I know movie theaters, normally they try to give you the best quality possible. And then you watch it the second time and you're like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my attention span as it is, but
it's interesting. It's I'll sit there and I'm like, wait a minute. Did that happen? And then I'm just like, how many times do I need to watch this movie to finally understand everything that happened?
I kind of feel like even if we can't see, because there's a lot of people we can't actually see in 4K, right? But if you put 2 different 4K TVs side by side, you can tell which one looks better.
Oh, absolutely.
So maybe we can't tell if something's 8K or something's 4K, but we can tell you what looks better than the other.
Absolutely. Juggernaut here. When trying to compare to the big providers like Netflix and Amazon, they can stream as low as 10 megabytes for 4K. Amazon. Some get confused and misinformation when trying to achieve this. Now, I'll challenge that. I'll challenge that. What Next Level just said, when it comes to if you have two different TVs that are 4K, you'll be able to tell the difference. If you have two of the exact same TVs, and you got the exact same movies playing in 4K, but one is a little bit higher than the other one, let's say one's running at 15 megabytes and the file is 30 gigs. The other one is running at 100 megabytes and it's 300 gigs. I guarantee you're going to be able to see the difference between the two 4Ks.
You'll see it and you'll hear it.
And you'll hear it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that was a long-winded Ethernet. Long-winded Ethernet. So back to Battle of the Sticks. This is for me the biggest. This was what either gets me or not gets me, and this is where I start deciding if I'm going to do this or if I'm not going to do this. When it comes to internal memory or ROM versus the RAM that you get, every single one of these, the 4K Firestick, the Tivo, and the NVidia has 8 gigs. I'm not even going to talk about the vidstick. The vidstick is at 16 gigs when it comes to internal memory. And I know people are going to say, well, you could buy something extra. We're not talking about buying anything extra. We're talking about what's in the box. The Tivo vidstick wins this. Look, it's double the speed or double the internal space. Check this out. After I put IDA 64, and I looked at the space. I know you're smiling Next Level because you know where I'm going to go. The one that performed, or I shouldn't say performed, the one that had the least amount of internal memory was the Tivo. It says you get 8 gigs, but I had 4.2. How big is the TV Zion app?
Like 15 megabytes or something like that. It's not that big.
Not that big. Okay. Not too bad. What happens if you put TV Mate?
It can build up cache data depending on how the EPG is saved and your data is running on your device. So I've seen it go as high in some cases as 300, 400, 500 megabytes in cache data.
We normally recommend 2 gigs of free space.
Typically, yes.
Typically. So if you're at 4.2, you only get half of that, which is if I'm telling you, hey, you're getting 8 gigs if you buy this device, but you're actually getting 4 gigs. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
yeah. I mean, to put into perspective, I think we should mention after signing in to your Fire Stick out of the box, you're looking at somewhere really close to 5 gigs of free space.
5.4. 5.4 on the Fire Stick. But here's the thing. Which one did I just say was the worst when it came to free memory?
Tivo.
The Fire Stick is not the second worst. The NVIDIA Shield has 5.1. The NVIDIA Shield TV, the stick, the stogie, the Pringles can, whatever you want to call it, is 5.1. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me just show this price again. The Shield is $150. $150. I'm gonna bring up a point here. What happens when you buy an iPhone and the new one comes out, and you buy the new one and you bought all these different accessories from the old one? Most of them you can't use it on the new one. Something changes drastically. And I remember talking to my sister about this. She's like, "Yeah, I got the new iPhone, but everything that I bought for the old one, I have to throw it away." I'm like, "Didn't you spend a lot of money buying a dongle for another dongle?" Like, what in the world? What in the world? Now, next level with bloatware on devices. Is a system app bloatware, or is it's necessary?
Oh,
how do you define bloatware? I use that term a lot. I use that term so much.
There are things baked into your system that you can't uninstall that is bloatware. 100%. There is. So I see there's a comment here from Blindside saying that he has the exact same apps on his Tivo and his Firestick, and his Tivo has 2.4 gigs of available space, and the stick has 1.8. I guarantee him, if he goes into his applications and checks his screensaver application that comes with his Firestick, and he clears the cache, that's the difference. But you can't uninstall that screensaver app.
Exactly.
Is it necessary? It's debatable. It looks really pretty. I like it, but not at the expense of 300, 400, 500 megabytes in cache data.
Yeah. It's interesting. And we're going off of your guys' comments for everybody who's in the chat. You guys are driving the conversation beautifully. So thank you. Don't be shy of posting your comments or questions or whatever as the conversation goes. This is what drives us. And it's interesting. Okay, so let me just finish that thought. With the internal memory, Tivo's the worst, 4.2. Then you got the Shield, 5.1. Then you got the Fire, 5.4. The only one, the Shield, again, $150 for that Fire TV. It's like, it's so expensive. And if you want to talk about, again, we know if you have Android OS, then a lot of things come with it. Hulu, Prime, Disney Plus, Android TV OS, sorry. You know, a lot of things already come included in 4K quality. The only one that you have to go through the extra mile based on multiple conversations, Netflix. So for the price, you're saving $100 to go with the 4K Fire Stick if Netflix is a big deal for you. And we haven't even talked about RAM yet.
But let me ask you this, Rohas. What if they decided to come out with the Shield, the Stogie, the dongle, the whatever you want to call it, and they said the price was $170, right? But they gave you 16 gigs of internal storage, and they didn't have the 8 gig model. That was their model. It was either you went with the 16 gig Stogie or you went with the $250 Pro.
So you're saying it's $20 more, and we'll do the 16. There's
still a big enough gap between the Pro and the dongle at that price point, or whatever you want to call it. Do you think that marketing would have been better for them?
I think so, because now when you're looking at sticks, even though it's a giant baby's arm stick, you're looking at, now you're comparing this to the Fire Cube 2nd gen, which is not a stick. And the price range, if you're talking about 170 for an NVidia Shield stick to with a Fire Cube is 120.
I believe it's around there, yeah.
So we're talking about a $50 difference. The internal memory would be the same. The gigs will be the same. Now we're talking about Tegra. Now we're talking about the chip, the CPU. Absolutely. I would say good job, Shield.
Right.
Definitely, because now they're putting that cube down.
Mm-hmm.
But for what we currently have, I don't know. I don't know if I would go with I'm just not sold on the Shield right now, on the Shield TV, on the price with the memory space.
See, I wish they put a little bit more thought into the two different models of the Shield, right? Like if you look at the new game consoles that are coming out, right? They come out with two different models, $50 in difference. One has an optical drive, one doesn't. That's typically what we're looking at the new consoles, right? Mm-hmm. But if they said, even at 180 or 190, the Shield, everyone knows it's one of the more expensive devices on the market because it's one of the best devices, if not, depending on who you ask, the best device on the market, right? And it comes down to a lot of things, including longevity and a lot of things like that, right? People don't typically, as much as the other devices, question the price of a Shield. They don't. How often do you see the Shield go on sale versus some of the other devices, right?
Right.
Well, I wish they would have looked at that in regards to marketing when they were planning the two different devices. And I think that it could have impacted sales and the streaming market completely different if they did.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'll do this real quick, but I want to stay on the ROM. The RAM, the 4K Firestick has the least at 1.5, and then the other three devices, the Tivo, the Buzz, and NVIDIA, are at 2 gigs. Now, before we get on the chipsets, just to finish off the bloatware conversation, is there, and we had this conversation earlier, and this was grinding your gears. Is there an app that can clear cache? Because there's people out there that will say, dude, you could do it with this one app. It clears everything.
On which device?
Firestick.
No.
Firestick.
There's no application on the 4K Firestick that will clear everything, especially your cache. And the issue lies in Amazon allowing applications to get access to the device, right? You can run as many different cache cleaners as you want, but they will not clean the cache on the actual device. You will have to do that manually. Now, the system cleaners may clean other things, right? But they will not clean the cache on a 4K Firestick. If anybody tells you otherwise, they are lying.
Mibzen says, you're so distressed that the hat flew off. Free the main.
Okay, all right, fine.
There we go. Hat came off. So, when we talk about bloatware, we're like, there's so much cache in there that's just sitting around, and I want to download this one app because so-and-so told me so, and it's great. I've actually played with a couple of them, and I'm just like, ooh, this looked like it cleared a lot of stuff. And then I'll go in there and take a look, and I'm just like, but did it really? I see some stuff is free, but did it really,
And some of the applications will say, we've cleared this amount. And then you actually go into your system memory and it didn't do shit. I mean, nothing.
You know what? Nothing. I was just thinking of this right when Oscar posted this. There is an app called Backgrounds app that will help you force stop and clear cache. I played with that app. And I was like, ooh, look, it freed some stuff. And it looked like it did up until I threw it into some other apps, Ida. 64. And then I'm like, what the hell did this do? It was very interesting. I'm just like, dude, I thought this thing is supposed to do this stuff, and it looks like it does this stuff. I actually did a video saying this is a good one to use because it will close stuff. At the end, it closed some stuff.
So I think we have to have a little bit of understanding in regards to how operating systems work, right? When we go into processes that are part of your actual system and we close them, the system may attempt to open that back up and use your memory again, right? The only time that you can actually force stop a system application is if you can disable it. Now, on some devices, you may have to get root access or additional access to disable a system process.
There it is. I hope you guys... Sometimes, I'll say this, sometimes as content creators, I try to do a video to explain certain things, and sometimes it's really hard to have your point come across and help, and then it gets lost amongst other videos. And I've had videos where I'm just like, dude, this is the video that is going to help a lot of people with the Fire Stick. A couple thousand views.
For real. I deal with that on an every week basis.
And then it's like, hey, no bashing on Downloader or nothing. Downloader is going back to AFTV News. Oh, 50,000 views. I'm like, okay, cool. We like the breaking news, guys. We like the news. So just some things to think about when you're looking at this stuff. And I think we've dealt with a lot of these devices where you're using it. You try to clear cache, you try to clear data, you try to clear as much stuff as possible. You back out and you're like, how much memory do I have left? And you're still full. You'll even get to the point where you're just like, let me just delete this. You know what? Let me just delete everything. And you're still full. What do I do? Next Level told me this several times before I actually had to do it. Just factory reset the damn thing.
So there is a bug on some Fire Sticks. I don't know if it's an app issue or what it is, but no matter how much free space you have on it, it'll tell you that you do not have enough space. And it doesn't, as far as I'm aware, affect the functionality of it. It's just an annoying message that keeps coming up. So in the case that Rohas is mentioning here, it was something for a family member or a friend. So you can't give that back to somebody. They're going to automatically say something's wrong with my device, right? And I've dealt with this bug so often that you'll spend half an hour and a half trying to figure out what application is causing this issue when you could have factory reset this and set it up twice already. Mm-hmm. So save yourself some time, save yourself some headache. Sometimes even with my own devices, if I haven't used it for like 2 months, I'll factory reset it. And like my cube started acting funny. I haven't used it in like 2 months. I just plugged it back in and I'm like, you're acting a little funky. I think you need a factory reset and I'm going to start from scratch.
There's a comment down there that I'm pointing to. Oscar, he says, yeah, I agreed. I factory reset my device every 6 to 12 months to keep it running smooth and get my space back. Not my space, but my space. So last thing, we're going to wrap up the battle of the devices here. CPU, 853 quad core is the 4K Fire Stick. And then we got the Tivo and the Buzz running quad cores also with the S905Y2, which is and Logic. I love it. And then you got the NVIDIA Shield that, what's the term? They shit on everybody now. poop on everybody. Tegra Plus. Just bow down. It's okay. All right, NVIDIA. You're flexing. You win. That Tegra Plus, you win. We're paying $150 for your Tegra Plus. You win. We get it. That Tegra Plus, it's running 8 cores, by the way. It's an octa-core. Runs an A57 and an A53. The Tivo all the other 3 devices just A53s. But this one runs a dual. So, and it's an octa-core. More cores, more power. It's nice. So here's the question for all you guys that are still here with us. And I'm going to make my rounds. And I'm very interested. I almost know. I'm going to leave this here so everybody can see it. Based on everything that we've given you, based on the chart that you can see right here, 4K Firestick, $50, Tivo, $70, Buzz, $70, NVIDIA, $150. NVIDIA wins when it comes to overpriced. Or, let me retract that. Highest price. CPU, NVIDIA's got the best CPU. They got the most cores. When it comes to RAM, it's a 3-way tie. 4K Firestick, you lose. Sorry. The vidstick has the most internal memory. It's another 3-way tie when it comes to Ethernet. The 4K Firestick is in last place. Boo-hoo. Bluetooth version, 4K Firestick in last place and 3-way tie once again. And then if you want to look at Android TV version, if you want to say, well, who's got the latest version, I guess, we could say it's a 3-way tie again, and 4K is last place again. Out of these, and I know what Troop's gonna say. Troop, I'm gonna ask you first. And I know what you're gonna say, but I want you to think about this one. When it comes to, I know you like the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro. We're not talking about the Pro. We're talking about the stick, the Stogie.
I will not use the Stogie.
You will not use. Okay, which one would you choose out of the 4 then?
None.
You got to choose one. You got to give us one. If you had to, if money wasn't an issue, and if you're looking at the 4 for what it is, interface, everything.
All right, I go with the Buzz.
Okay. Why would you go with the Buzz?
I don't know. Better box than all the others.
Okay. I'll go with it. I roll. Same question for everybody in the chat. So put which one you would roll with. Next level.
You know, you said something very interesting. You said if money wasn't an issue, right? When we look at something as simple as this, without all of the information, because there's a lot of information that's not on this chart. Let's be real, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into things that make devices more expensive, right? Obviously, you know, your price of your CPUs are going to be more expensive. Your price of your branding is going to be more expensive. Even going so far as, you know, licensing, that can be more expensive, right? And how these companies orchestrate their marketing tactics and save the end user money to get them to be a part of their ecosystem, right? So if you look at the 4 of them up on the screen right now, the one with the biggest ecosystem has the cheapest price, right? So the Amazon 4K Firestick, it has the cheapest price, but that doesn't mean that value-wise, it gives you the least amount of value, right? Because of that dollar ratio. They're able to give you a better quality product at a lower cost because they're planning on you being sucked into that ecosystem, right? Everyone knows I'm a fan of the Amazon devices, but that doesn't mean that looking at these devices, I would pick it. Now, the issue that I have with being a Canadian is that I can't readily available get TiVo 4Ks. I mean, I'm gonna get my hands on one shortly when the postal service decides to pick up the slack. But that one skipped the whole beta testing and just released it to the public, and there was a lot of issues. So it's hard to say without actually having my hands on the device and seeing all the latest updates on the device how it really compares to the 4K Firestick for myself, right?
So
the vidstick.
are you saying you would choose the vidstick then over the 4K
Over the
Firestick?
Okay, for myself, if it was my own device and nobody else was using it, I would go with a vidstick. And the reason is because the additional space and the better Wi-Fi for the LAN port. Once we get the adapters that work with it, because I haven't tested that yet, but I do have a lot of data that I transfer on my internal network, right? So I do like to play with high data transfer speeds and stuff like that. The reason why I for myself, I'm picking the vidstick over the 4K Firestick is because I don't use services like Netflix and stuff like that. If Netflix, if Hulu, Sling, YouTube TV, if those things were important to me, then 4K Firestick, Tivo, NVidia Shield for sure, right? But people have to understand what kind of streamer they are, right? I also don't want to leave out the NVIDIA Shield at all, because these are some of the only devices that you will see that can last 3 to 5 years with no issues. Legitimately. So you have to understand, are you a long-term investor in your streaming devices or are you not? I like to play up with my devices. I like to change them up. I like to use different ones. And this is the why I choose, personally for myself, with the devices that I can get my hands on, the 4K Firestick or the BuzzTV vidstick. Those are the two that generally I bounce back and forth between on my devices myself out of these.
So that was a very long answer, but thank you. So you would pick the vidstick out of the 4.
I would.
So based on this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open up the forum. If anybody wants to come on here and if they want to say, hey, this is the one that I'm choosing and this is why I want to choose it, then we're going to go ahead and drop the link. Trooper, if you can do that for me, please, I'd appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and open it up and we'll have a conversation. So I would choose the vidstick for the exact same reasons of what you're saying. I don't have Netflix. For me, it's I have my live streaming that I could set up easily. Everything is very, very simple out of all of them. Here, just reading the chat, people are saying BuzzTV. Tim says the Shield. Buzz, Canuck Buzz. Some people said 4K. Puddin says 4K. I want the Buzz. Roland says the Shield Pro. We're not talking about the Shield Pro. We're talking about the Shield TV, the stick. So if you want the stick, then cool.
Stickish.
Stogie-ish. Marcus says I'm going with the Stogie. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Remember, I did say if money is not an issue. And we're getting just the mix. I think everybody picked one except I don't see Tivo anywhere. Tivo just got the butt end of it.
I really think, and we talk about this every time we say, the best device. And it comes down to understanding what you're looking for from a device. What are your expectations of these devices? Once you understand those, it'll guide you to the right thing.
I want to address what Man6 said. He says, Buzz seems great, but when do we stop buying all these devices? I've got the 4K Firestick and the Shield, but I'd love to try out the BuzzStick. Now, but here's the thing. For you, I'm going to go ahead and minimize the the thing here. If anybody wants to join the chat, Troop, drop the link, click on it, make sure your mic works, and you can jump on here. You don't have to show your face. It's cool. For you, I really love this question. I really do. I really love this question because when people say I want to buy a streaming device, I want it to work for life. I don't want to buy another one. But it's very interesting, and I'm going to pull mine out. How often do you buy and replace a working cell phone? Every 2 years. Every 2 years. I'll tell you this. I've had this phone for 2 years. I got it right when it came out. Brand spanking new. My cell phone, I don't know what it is. I don't know if my guardian angel, my great grandma, I know she's my guardian angel. I don't know if she makes sure I never drop my phone. No cracks. Never had to replace the thing. There's no, every time I go to the store, they always tell me like, well, you get full value. I've never dropped this thing. This thing looks mint, brand spanking new. You know what? I have my very first Sprint phone back from 1998. And it looks like I've never used the damn thing, even though I use the thing all the time. But it's exactly what Next Level just pointed to. 2 years. 2 years, everybody is upgrading their phone. Every 2 years, you're upgrading it. Sometimes you don't. Actually, I don't want to say sometimes. Probably 99% to 100% of the time, you don't need to upgrade. You just want the shiny one. The new one. The new shiny one. I'll tell you this. I saw that Note 20. I want it.
So I'm just going to jump here on this conversation for a second. And something I always say is that Android TV devices, Android boxes, Fire Sticks, BuzzTV sticks, whatever you want to call them, the devices that we play with are some of the only devices or technology that you can buy at one price and sell for more. Everything else that we deal with in our day-to-day lives depreciates in value. Now, respectively, there is a window of opportunity. Obviously, if you wait, 2 years, you're not going to sit there after buying a Tivo 4K for $50 and think that you can sell it for 103 years from now, right? Have some kind of realistic expectations. But if you were to buy a Tivo stick, right? Because you're saying that you have a Fire Stick and you have a Shield, but you'd like to try out other devices. How difficult would it be to buy it, play with it, determine if you like it or you don't, and if you don't, sell it, sometimes with a little bit of a markup because you've done the work to set it up. A lot of people pay $20 to $50, sometimes more, for a device that comes set up. And we all know a family member or a friend that could save some money with these devices. So your loss could be their benefit, and it doesn't have to cost you anything.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Agree. 100%. It's so true. It's so true. And what we're gonna do for future videos, so everybody knows here, is on this channel at the end of the month, we are going to talk about all the devices that we talked about that month. It's usually 4 devices, and compare them. Look at the specs, compare them. Good luck to whoever's competing against the Shield Pro, because that's just gonna destroy everybody. There's some devices out there that run 64 gigs of memory. It's just like, ooh, I like that. The Shield TV is running at 16 gigs, and it's like every time I think about it, 16. I'm like 16. I'm paying $200. You're gonna give me 16 gigs. $200. You're gonna give me 16 gigs. Come on, NVidia. Do I have to beg? Please, NVidia, please. I'll buy it. I promise. I'll buy a couple and give them away. I promise.
You'd be like, okay, $300.
They're like, okay, fine, $300, 60 tokens. And you know what I do? Sold. Give me 3. 1 for me, and 1 for the members, and 1 for everybody else.
You could fight over it.
They could fight over it. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. It's crazy. It's crazy, all the stuff that comes up, and it always comes down to preference. It always comes down to what is it that you're looking for. And we want to do these type of videos so that way you guys can see exactly what it is that you get when you do buy these devices. And I tell everybody, remember, when you buy something, when they say here is the new whatever it is, depending on when you bought it, if they say this is new and it just dropped, chances are they're going to have another model next year or towards the end of the year, sometime anywhere from 8 to 12 months later.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean you have to go running and buy it, because you're still good. Wait for that next one after that. And everybody is going to fall in a different window. So when you're watching these, it depends. Somebody here is probably watching it that they're like, you know what? I bought the 4K Firestick when it first came out 2 years ago. Hey, newsflash. If you're going to buy a 4K Firestick, another one, don't buy anything right now, because this is the year. If our research and memory serves us right, this could be the year that we will see a new Amazon Firestick. It should be. It should be based on trends and a lot of stuff. So it should be. Okay, so I think a lot of people are shy on jumping in. If you want to do the giveaway, make sure you guys do hit that thumbs up. How about that? So while we wait for that, I am going to be taking care of the members right now. We're going to do this real quick. Members are going to be like, ooh. So check this out. I do have the vidstick, and I did this thing where I said, hey, members, if you are a member of the Rohas squad, Troop, if you want to post that link. If anybody wants to be a member of the Rohas squad, Troop would drop that link. I try to hook you guys up. I told them, make sure you guys do shoot me an email, and I'm going to put you this in the drawing. I did this about a week ago. 2 weeks ago. So I got 15 people that messaged me. So I would say like 30% of the people messaged me. So I was like, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Super simple. If you see the numbers right here, it says 1 through 15, and I got the names here. I already got their emails, and they're already on the thing. So yeah, Mibson, are you a member of the squad?
Yeah, she said she joined early at the beginning of the stream.
I forgot to send an email. You know what, Mibson, you don't have to email me. You're here now, so I'm gonna add you in since you're one of the members. He's like, no, wait for me. There you are, Mibson. I got to make sure you're in the Telegram group too, the members Telegram. You're in. I just put you in. Joey Shook, are you a member of the Rohas squad? I could do a quick check.
While you're checking that, I was kind of thinking to myself,
What?
when we pin all these devices against each other or in the same ring, or we look at them, I think it's a lot easier to pick which one is not our favorite than which one is the one that we would recommend to absolutely everybody in the whole world. Like how nobody mentioned the Tivo in the chat, and neither one of us picked the Tivo. There was a lot of hype for the Tivo to come out. A lot of people were excited.
A lot of hype. Christian Renee says, if I sign up right now, can I be entered? Yeah. I could double check if you sign up right now. Who is it? Joey Shook. You're not a member of the squad. Troop's going to go ahead and... Troop, did you drop that link already? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. All right, so if you want to join the Rohas squad, this is where you go. Aaron Frazier. Are you on? Aaron, did you email me? Are you on this list? So yeah, the members normally they get a lot of extra perks because since they're in the membership, I gotta hook them up. I gotta hook them up good. I gotta hook them up. Okay. Mibson says stands in front of the line. Addresses. Ha 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 ha. So 1 through 16. Joey's like, can I win? Well, I don't know. It's a drawing. If any, okay, so I'm gonna give whoever else is gonna join the Rojas squad. I'm keeping an eye on the thing. I'm gonna give you guys exactly 1 minute while we wait. While we wait. Next level. Why didn't you pick Tivo?
I haven't got my hands on it yet. So by default, I can't really pick something I haven't used myself, right?
Okay. Based on specs, though.
Based on specs.
Shield.
Cheap.
The
right?
shield.
Someone's whispering the shield at me there. You hear that?
That's true.
Right. So I'm cheap. I'm not gonna lie, and I like the Fire Sticks at the price point and how they function for me. I'm a huge fan of the remotes of the Fire Sticks, and I just like the overall experience in general. I haven't used the Tivo myself, so it's hard for me to determine at this point if I'll like the remote better or the experience better. But I have had Shield in the past, and I wasn't a huge fan of the Android tvOS. Right? That's just personal experience. Crucify me if you want. I mean, I already got the hair.
I'm adding a few more people that just joined. Don't worry, I got you guys. Chazzy MDG. I see you in the chat with StreamYard, but for some reason I don't see you in the chat in YouTube. That's weird. Have you seen that before? Do I need to do something?
Make sure you're on live chat.
Yeah, where is Jazzy? Unless they deleted their comment or something.
Make sure you're on live chat, Rojas.
I'm on live chat.
Okay.
I think I'm in live chat. I'm in live chat. Nietzsche just said, I just joined. I just added you. Jazzy MDG, say something, anything. I just added you to the thing because I saw you on the StreamYard chat, but for whatever reason, I didn't see you on the other chat. There you are. I'm here. I see you now. Cool. So, okay. I think that was a minute. I didn't choose the Tivo because as soon as I saw the 4 point whatever gigs of garbage, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know me. I'm not going to want to clear my cache and whatever. No. Okay. We have 20 people in this drawing. 20 people. Everybody who just joined the chat, the member squad, I just want to tell you thank you. I know it doesn't pop up here, but I just want to say thank you for supporting. This is what happens when you join the chat. You guys are an exclusive, much smaller raffle than everybody else. Plus, if you win this one, you could still try to enter with, I guess you could call it like where everybody else at that's not a member. So you could maybe win twice. I don't know. Or if you lose one, you get another chance. For the members, I am giving it away. It's right here. I don't want anybody to say, well, you didn't really get to test it. No, I did. I cut my hand too. So members, I'm going to be giving this one away for you guys. Not today. Soon.
Not today.
Soon. Okay. Are we ready? If you guys are ready, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Press 1 if you're ready to do this giveaway.
Gonna click it 3 times, right?
3 times. 3 times. 1 through 20. Nibs, you lose, you do the dishes. That's messed up.
Who's picking the number?
No, we're generating a number.
Okay, there you go.
Generating. So here's the winners. 1 through 20 is right here. If you're here watching live, this is where here you are. All right, members. This is for the members. The vidstick. Ready? We're gonna hit it 1, 2, and 3 on the third one. Whatever number that falls into, that is the winner.
Why are we hitting 1 in the chat?
I said if you guys want me to start, hit 1. You see how you guys see what I have to put up with, ladies and gentlemen.
He's trying to hold it in.
Mufasa.
Why am I on the screen?
Mufasa. Sabanya.
A wimba way.
A wimba whip. A wash your hair. A wash your beard. Did you eat next level? You haven't eaten. That's why you're not cracking. That's why you're not paying attention because you haven't eaten yet. Did you eat? That's true, right?
I haven't stopped eating.
Well, you did eat earlier.
So you overate.
I'm still hungry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this giveaway. 1 through 20. If you guys are here looking at it, members, there you are. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Third one is the winner. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. The number is 9. Who is 9? Childer hose. Childer 1. You are the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and put winner right next to your name. Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Winner.
Are you in the chat, Childer?
I don't think I saw him on the chat, but it's cool. I'll hit him up on the Telegram for the members only group. Can you double check that 9 so I can be the winner? So one of them is gonna go to him. This is what we're gonna do, members. I'm gonna do this one away too. The Alpha Formula Z. This one's gonna go for the members. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna do everybody else on the next buzz. All right. So I'm gonna use these exact same numbers, and let me take Childer. Let me take him out of here. Okay. So let me just adjust these numbers real quick. Whoops. Okay. There's your new number. Well, let me take children's numbers off. All right, so we're going to be doing the Formula Z Alpha. If anybody's interested in this one, I'm gonna have it in the description. Storm can hook you guys up pretty good with some of this stuff. So here we go. We're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and it's the winner for the members again. Ready? And 1, 2, and 3. Number 19. Niche. Why?
She just joined.
And didn't you just join?
Yeah.
Nice. Alpha. Mitch, we're gonna drop the link so you can come on. Since you're not on the Telegram group just yet, since you just joined, we're gonna drop the link that way you can jump in the Hangouts. You don't have to say anything. You could say thank you. You could say hi. You could say whatever you want. Say peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. And then in the private chat, you could if you could put your email. That's how we're gonna get your information. Okay. So big congratulations. Okay, now there is 45 people watching. We're waiting for Niche to come on here. Niche. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. So okay.
Nietzsche.
Okay. Troop, you want to pick the number?
Yeah, wait till Ninja comes in and claim her prize.
We're gonna make this super simple too. Don't put your number just yet, but it's gonna be that range. Hey, Nietzsche.
Hi, actually, it's Niche.
Niche, I was right. Flex on the Troop. What's up, Niche? How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I needed that because I had one heck of a day today.
Well, congratulations. I hope this makes your day much better.
Yeah, thanks, True, for letting me know you were live.
You're welcome.
Imagine Troop helps a lot when it comes to making sure people know what we're doing. So if you scroll down towards the bottom, you're going to see something where it says chat or private chat.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, make sure you put your email in there real quick for me, please.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm drafting the email right now. And as soon as I get your email, I'm going to send it to you. All you got to do is just reply.
All right, did you get it?
Yeah, let me grab it real quick. Let me drop it in here. Okay. I just sent it. Just go ahead and reply so that way I know you got it. And
Okay, we'll do.
cool.
All right. You
Okay.
guys take care.
Thanks.
Thank
you
you.
too.
All right.
See you later. That's awesome. I just heard a phone go bling. That was probably my email. Okay. This is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna be giving away. So these two are gone. We're gonna be giving away another BuzzTV for everybody that's here. We're gonna be giving away for everybody that's here. Troop on the side chat. You see the range?
Yep.
Go ahead and do you, boo boo.
All right.
Hope you don't screw it up, and we're gonna be here all night.
I'll make it so easy that it won't even take a second.
We'll see. I'll count. Okay, so here we go, everybody. This is the way we're gonna do it. Everybody gets one number, and there's always one person that just, I don't know what happens. They're squirrel and they forget. One number, please. You get one number. Everybody gets one number, including members. Everybody gets one number. What did I just say? Next level. How many numbers?
One.
One.
Uno más.
Uno más. So this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be as soon as Troop says go. It's 1 through 20. 1 through 20. You get one number. Troop, whenever you're ready, go ahead and put that up. 1 through 20.
Get on your mark. Get set.
Go. A wimba whip. 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 Come on, next level. You
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Don't quit your daytime job.
Don't quit your daytime job. Winner, chicken dinner. I see it. Do you guys see it? Don't say nothing until put it in the side chat. To get it. Okay, put it in the side chat.
Really? He got it?
Side chat to see if we both got it.
I know.
Oh man.
Wait, hold on a second. We said one number, right?
Hold on. How many? Okay, never mind. They didn't get it. They're disqualified.
So check this out, guys. This is why we say to pay attention, right? So the number was 2, which we always say you know put one number in, right? So look what, and then a few messages later, look what happened. A few messages later, look what happened.
Messed it up.
And again.
Yep. So we gotta do it over. We got to do it over.
So Josh, you just DQ'd yourself. Sorry, man. That's what happens when you don't follow directions. And you've been to these shows enough times to know one number only. So, yeah, you would have won, dude. You would have won. He's probably like, are we serious?
All right, same thing. 1 to 20, right?
Yeah, 1 to 20. Put a new number there on the thing. So I'm gonna
All right,
say,
here we go. Here's your number.
okay. So new number. As soon as Trooper says go, you get one number only. 1 through 20. One number only.
One number only.
Self. All right, go for it, dude. Whenever you're ready, Troop.
There we go.
And in the jungle. Oh, I'm not a singer. I'm sorry.
Oh, because clearly I am.
Oh, winner. Hold on. Put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat.
Yeah.
We got a winner. Put it in the private chat. Are we all seeing the same person? Yep. True.
Hold on.
Put it in the private chat. That's who I saw.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it now. Go ahead and drop the link there, Troop.
Hold on. Don't got a picture icon. That's
Fine.
anyway, they gotta come on the show.
Yep, and
Come on the show.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, you win a brand new car.
There you go. There goes the link.
There's a link. Go ahead and click it and come on down. Man 6 Buzz TV. Congratulations. Oh, there you go, drinking your tea, sipping on gin and juice, lay back. All right, man, go ahead and click on the link so that way you can come in and claim
your prize. If you don't click in, you don't claim your prize. We go on to the next one.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's rigged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If it was rigged, I would be getting that shield that he's giving away over there.
I think he's saying that because he didn't win. Christian says, I was thinking 9, but I chose something different. Can we go back in time?
Come on, man.
Click on the link, winner. And then here's okay. Man, make sure you do. There he is. How you doing, man?
Man.
Come on, man. Click on the link, winner.
Here's
okay. Man, make sure you do. There he is. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Come on, man. Click on the link, winner. Mute your YouTube. Man, make sure you do. There he is. How you doing, man?
Mute the YouTube. Mute it permanently.
Okay, hold on.
Mute the YouTube.
Hold on.
Yeah, just the YouTube, not the link that you just clicked on. Just the YouTube.
Yeah.
Mute the YouTube.
Hold on.
I just did a manual mute so that way we don't hear the feedback. Are you good?
There, is that better?
Much better. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Big congrats.
Great.
You were just saying like, hey, I want to join.
I didn't want to spend the money, so here we go.
Good. That's some good luck right there you got.
Yeah, geez.
So yeah, congrats. If you look down at the bottom, or are you on a PC or on your phone?
I'm on a iMac.
Okay, so if you look on your right, you're gonna see where it says private chat. Click on that.
Okay.
And then drop your email.
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna shoot you an email real quick to make sure you get it. So that way I got your information.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my phone for a second.
Okay. All right. So I just grabbed it. He's running out the door. And I'm gonna hit send now. Let's hopefully he gets it. So and hopefully
I just going to HC and
tell your dad to reply to it too.
Sorry.
good. We we're kids friendly.
Did you send me one?
Yes, I just sent you an email.
Okay, I got it.
Sweet. So just reply to it, and then we should be good to go.
Okay.
All right, and say hi to the kiddo from us.
We've been playing Donkey Kong. Nice.
Awesome.
So just respond to it. Just hit reply.
Yeah, just say, hey, I got it.
Okay.
And then I'll reply back in probably an hour. I got to get everything ready over here. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Thank
Congrats,
you,
man. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else, I guess we'll see you soon. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Okay. Real quick. I see that next level. Real quick. I wonder where Juggernaut went, because Juggernaut would have been really interested in this next one. Very interested in this next one. So this is what I'm going to do today, guys. This is a old. I don't even know how old.
Jurassic Park.
This is old. This is
Boomer old.
BuzzTV boomerang device. This has 8 gigs of memory, 2 gigs of RAM. It's running Android 7. It does the dual band Wi-Fi, quad core processor. It says it has the 4K. It's an old device. Don't expect punch for the power, because again, it's 3 years. I want to say 3 years. But if you are interested in this device, click 1. We'll do the drawing right now. Click 1. If you want to play with it, I don't know. Maybe you might just like it and it can replace whatever you have. But if you are interested in it, all right. Some people are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're interested, click 1. Click 1 once.
One time.
Okay, we're gonna give this away. This is gonna be. We're gonna people want it. They want it. If they want it, I'll send it. I'll hook it up. Why not? Why not? Okay, so next level, you're gonna choose the next number.
Woohoo!
We're gonna make it so easy. You see it? Okay, now, how many numbers can you pick? How many numbers can you pick? 1. One.
Uno. Uno solamente. Un número solamente.
Uno, por favor. Uno. Josh. Juan.
Juan.
Okay. Un número, por favor. That I sound like a total novela right there. Maria. ¿Por qué? Next level tech. All right. So as soon as Troop says go, remember, you get one number. It's going to be 1 through 10. 1 through 10, one number only. 1 through 10. Whenever Troop says go, 1 through 10, one number.
Quieran llamar.
Is this the cartel?
And here we go.
Go. Telenovela. ¿Por qué María? Arriba.
Where am I?
We got a winner.
Ready?
We all 3 of us saw that, right?
Yeah, we got a winner.
God damn, that was quick.
That was lightning quick.
That was as easy as 1, 2.
It's funny. It was the third number. 3. Bob John Doe. Big congratulations, man. Big congrats. Troop's gonna drop that link. Just make sure you go ahead and click on the link and come on, then we'll get your information. And same thing. Same thing.
There goes the link. Click on it.
And this is the Buzz Boomerang. BuzzTV is probably going to ask me, You still have that?
They still sell them on their website, I think.
Do they?
I think so.
Well, I guess I don't feel that bad. Christian says 3 was my number in the second giveaway. I said it first. Cristian, ¿por qué? This is going to turn into a freaking novela. All right. So, John Doe, Bob John Doe, go ahead and jump in. Click on the link. Big congratulations. You will be getting this guy right here. Bob John Doe and Boomerang. Mibson's like, so about that shield. Hey, for the members, we are going to be giving it away. And you know what? I'm actually going to do something very exclusive for you guys. We're going to do a members live show only. And we're going to drop the link. You guys could come on, ask questions, talk to us, whatever. Yeah, then we'll do some. There's actually a. Okay, I want to do a members appreciation day. For everybody who's a member, you guys could come on and we're going to do a members appreciation day. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be 10 giveaways that I'm going to be giving out on that show. So just letting you guys know for members, lots of good stuff. Not 10 shields, just 10 giveaways.
You get shield and you get shield.
John, what's up, dude?
What's up?
How you doing? Congratulations, man. You picked that number quick, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Now, is that your favorite number?
Yeah, it's my birthday
Nice. Well, happy birthday whenever it is.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Oh shoot!
dude.
Tomorrow's the 3rd. Tomorrow's the
Happy
3rd.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Hey, everybody in the chat, say happy birthday, Bob John Doe. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So now, are you on a cell phone or are you on a computer?
Computer.
Cool. On the far right of your screen, it's going to say private chat. Just drop your email in. I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to send you an email, and then just reply to it that you did receive it.
All right.
So, all right. I just got it.
There you go. Congratulations.
I just sent you the email. So I got to do is reply it, and you should be good.
There you go.
All right. Did you get the email?
Yep, just got it.
Cool. Anything you want to say before you go?
No, nice to watch your show. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next episodes.
Yep, I'll be here.
Enjoy your birthday.
Awesome. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy
You
birthday.
too.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, man.
Take care.
You too.
Peace.
Awesome. That's cool, man. I don't know. Makes me all warm and fuzzy inside out. I'm like, ooh,
You stay over there.
somebody's birthday. Give me a hug next level.
Oh, so wrong way.
You see that? He came to my bosom. Okay. However many you want to drop it like it's hot, dude.
Where do you want them?
Telegram. Just drop 2 here. That's it. The
All right,
rest-
cool. So
Here.
you describe what it is, Rohas, and I will drop them.
Cool.
The last 2, you could drop them last.
Awesome. So what he's gonna do is there is these premiumized codes, which if you guys know what Real to Brit is, it is a premium service that scrapes some 4K links, 1080p links, some great surround sounds, a really, really good service. You get more links and with dedicated servers, it's just a great thing to have. If you go to premiumize.me, I think it is premiumize.me. And all you got to do is just log in, go to where you can redeem the codes. And what he's going to do is he's going to drop 2 codes here and a couple codes within the Rohas Reviews, Rohas Reviews Telegram group. In the description, I do have a link for the Telegram group. You could just join it. Mibson's cracking up. She's like, bosom. Gross. I know. Hey, blindsided. Good thing you're blind, right? So he's gonna drop some stuff here, and what we're gonna do is if you can, you know what? Drop. Where have you dropped them so far?
Just the Rohas Reviews group.
Okay. So, how can I join the Telegram group if I'm a member? Okay, if you are a member of the Telegram group, this is what I'm gonna do real quick. If you are a member of the Telegram group, this is what happens. You want to go. I want to share my screen first, and maybe if I could get that going. So this is where you want to go. Here is the Rohas channel. And at the very, 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 very top, you're going to see something here that says community. You click on community, and then you want to scroll down. Now, notice if you are a member, it says members only. Not everybody can see this. So members July sneak peek, check this out. These are sneak peek videos, and you pretty much get the sneak peeks there. And I drop, well, there's a Telegram group right there. Woo, you can't even see it. I dropped the link for the private group there, and then we also check and verify that you are part of the members. And then once you go, you verify who you are. We say you're good to go. Cool. We haven't had any issues yet. And there's going to be a hell of a lot more perks coming. So it's going to be really, really cool.
Make sure you have a picture icon.
Yeah, Russell, busy person. Very. That's probably the understatement of the year. So busy with a lot of stuff. And actually, you know what? I'll leak something here for all you guys that are watching. And if you're on the fence about joining the Rohas squad, I'll leak something right now. I'm working on a magazine, and I've been working on it for a while. And within this magazine, it's going to have a lot of stuff that I do for my YouTube, a lot of tech-related stuff, a lot of up-and-coming stuff, coupons. We're going to have a digital one where you could click links and it goes to either websites, videos. It's going to be very interactive. And then if you are a gold member, you automatically get the magazine free. Gold members will get that magazine for free. Now, if later on you're like, hey, I want this magazine, I just don't want to be a gold member, you could get a subscription for that later. It's going to be a monthly thing. And this is going to be for the long run. And I mean the long run. I'm talking about Barnes and Nobles. I'm talking about the full nine. It's going to be it's big. It's going to be very, very big. So Next Level just dropped some codes. So there is also Troop just dropped also how to join the membership. There it is right there. You could join the membership right there. There's the code. So just click on it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and drop the bit.ly link too. It's really easy. The bit.ly link for the membership. It's Rohas. It's bit.ly join Rohas. That's it. Very, very simple. That was long-winded. Didn't we say 1 hour and we're getting close to 2?
That was all you, bro.
What the hell? Yeah, you were long-winded with your, well, if we're going to talk about which device I want to pick, let me talk about the Firestick, and then the Tivo, and then the vidstick, and then the Shield.
You worked with me long enough to understand I don't shut up. So
Next Level. Anything you want to say before we bounce?
Man, if you guys have not checked out the podcast, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Because clearly you guys like the dynamic that Rohas and I have been doing on these live shows. And these podcasts is really the next level of that dynamic. So I definitely recommend checking out the podcast. It's everywhere where it should be. There are a couple platforms where it's not there yet. But I mean, on all the main ones, you know, your Apple Podcasts, your Spotify, your TuneIn, like everywhere you can think of, it's there. And live show on my channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's always a good, nice, light live stream kicking off the Friday into the weekend. Yesterday was Canada Day, so to all my Canadians that are in the chat, happy Canada Day. Happy birthday to Bob John Doe. Happy birthday, Bob John Doe. Right, there you go. And thanks for having me. Awesome. Troop.
Yes, sir. Well, like I always say, thank y'all for coming. Like, share, subscribe, join the groups. Make sure you have a picture icon. You don't have a picture icon, we will kick you out. You know, we only got one today, but you know, we love you. You know, keep supporting us. And to the next one. Peace.
I love you, Troop. Oh man. All right. So as always, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome having you guys on here and helping out with what we do. And I think this show was pretty cool. You know, with all three of us interacting with what we like, what we don't like, we got deeper into it. I think it was very neat that you guys here watching us was, I think it's great. You guys go with the conversation, you guys throw your comments, we go back and forth. It's really, really cool. So I appreciate you guys. I enjoy you guys, everybody that comes here. Rambo Rojas and Canadian Jesus from the Canuck Mark. That is awesome. So I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you guys. It's great. And what's cool is normally we have a lot more people watching the show, and because it's on the smaller channel, people now got to pay attention where we're going to be on. So they got to make sure they're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you guys do share this channel, Streambox Now. Everything with streaming devices. I'm still gonna do the streaming devices on the main channel on the Rohas reviews, but it's gonna be a very generic, this is what it is, and that's it. This channel is where we get to the nits and grits, all the detailed. This is where we're gonna find chicken wings in that beard of Next Level, or a bag of potatoes inside of his head and under the hat. I don't know. We will see. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys all once again. Yeah, you guys take care of each other, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.